So a couple days ago, they delayed Bloody Ties, Dying Light 2's first paid DLC, and in order to go and make things up, Techland decided to go and do a Q&A session on their Discord to discuss the future of Dying Light 2, what we can be expecting, and what Bloody Ties actually entails. And to be honest, the future is looking bright. Some of the ideas that they have planned are truly remarkable. So let's just jump right into it. Here we go. First up, legend levels will be making a return. The leveling system from the original Dying Light is finally making a comeback. So for those of you that don't know, legend levels gave a boatload of endgame content to do. It served as a form of player progression, giving everyone the opportunity to consistently level up, earn rewards, and more importantly, make your character even stronger. As you went and progressed through the levels, you earned XP. You would gain a skill point that you could use to unlock more skills. The skills included, but were not limited to, increasing your damage, your stamina, your health, and also regeneration. There was a total of 250 levels, and every 25th rank you would go in and earn a new outfit, totaling up to 10 different outfits. It was a major overhaul to the progression system in the original Dying Light that was introduced in the following. Additionally, Timon did answer another question, asking if there was going to be new skills added into Dying Light 2, and his response was that they won't be adding directly to it. He did say that character abilities would be developed and progressed with the upcoming updates. And I believe it's just going to function the same way as it did with legend levels in the original. Maybe with a few twists and turns, we'll have to wait and see for that. But furthermore, he did say that legend levels will be a great addition to the current chapter's formula and the game overall. So lots of excitement, it's finally coming. And one thing that you'll notice too with a good portion of these answers is that they're trying to take a lot of features from Dying Light 1 and simply add it back into the sequel. In a way, they're trying to make it more like the original, which I'm totally okay with. For example, the X-ray system will also be making a return. So remember, in the original, you would hit enemies and you would sometimes see their bones cracking if you hit their sweet spot. The game made sure to tell you about it. That feature is going to be coming either with the release of Bloody Ties or immediately right after. It's working in the game. Techland has it working. They're testing it, but it is coming very, very soon. And speaking of content incoming, they are actively working on adding developer tools to the PC version of the game, while also looking for ways to deliver mods that are created on PC and playable on the consoles. That right there is an absolute game changer, giving the community the tools to be able to create content. And I've said this before, it would go and alleviate some of the stress and pressure that Techland may be facing. And let's be honest, the most recent chapter, it was alright, definitely better than chapter 1, but it still had some issues. And I think one of the biggest issues with this chapter simply was the bugs and glitches. It seems like every time Techland goes and updates this game, it breaks it even more, but that is a whole nother topic for another time. But with mod support, it'll give Techland that breathing room. It'll allow them more time to properly finish the original content that they are going and developing. And trust me, some of the creations that occurred on Dying Light 1 are absolute masterpieces. Levels ranging from fun challenges to fully fleshed out campaigns to different twists on a PvP mode. There is so much opportunity there. And if Techland is able to go and bring some of those mods to the consoles as well, this game will definitely see an uptick in player count, that's for sure. Maybe they could get it functioning in a similar way to how Fallout 4 does it. That's some food for thought for Techland there. But moving on, we do have some sad news in here. It's not all good news. There's no news regarding Crossgen or Crossplay. They currently do not have anything to speak about it and will not share any information until they are sure that they can deliver on it. The most that we've heard from them about it is that it is a, quote, complex technical challenge, and that's about it. Trust me, I'm on your side. I think Crossplay, Crossgen absolutely needs to make its way into this game. It does suck that in this day and age, you don't have a guaranteed way of playing with your friends cross-platform. It's truly heartbreaking to see, but hopefully soon Techland is able to figure it out and deliver on that front. But let's actually go and transition to the future of Dying Light 2 and Bloody Ties. what's coming? So after the release of Bloody Ties, we are actually going to be learning more about their plans content-wise right after. They have short, mid, and long-term plans for the future, but one thing that they want to prioritize is the community's voice, and they want to be flexible around that. Right now, they are actively taking requests for community update number 2, and one of the strongest contenders to be implemented is an overall player stats list. Team Own did say it is one of the strongest contenders for community update number 2, and if you've seen the mods, there are ways to do it. It's just a little something to make the player feel that their choices are meaningful and impactful. It would be a great way to go ahead and track your progression. It'll tie very well with the legend levels that they're introducing pretty soon. Also included as well, they do not have any plans for a dynamic weather system to be implemented. However, they are fixing the current system so that more variety to the weather will appear in the game more often. Team Own also did mention that later down the road, they would love to make the Fisheye and PK ship more populated with either agents, additional activities, and maybe even more Villador stories. He hopes that the team can come back to these locations and go and give it a proper refresh and make it more meaningful post-game completion. Furthermore, the Craftmaster is also going to be getting a rework in one of the upcoming chapters. He specifically says one of the upcoming chapters, possibly hinting towards the fact that the chapters are going beyond number 3. We may be getting a chapter 4 and maybe even a chapter 5. What are your thoughts about that? So let's actually go ahead and dive into Bloody Ties a little bit. The new information that we have, the story is about family. It's also going to be introducing a dozen new outfits and cosmetic items as the DLC heavily touches on the topic of fame and vanity. Bloody Ties brings a new location called the Carnage Hall and its surroundings. There is a main building with lots of arenas inside, and it also has a really nice park around it that holds a ton of side quests. Bloody Ties will support single player and online co-op modes, and he imagines that tons of more events and modes will be added to the Carnage Hall at a later date. And right there, that is some good news. One of my recent videos was I'm worried about Dying Light 2. And in there, I discuss on the endless possibilities that could occur inside of this arena. And it would be a huge missed opportunity if Techland doesn't go and take advantage of this. They need to make sure to not leave it behind and use the arena as a place to experiment with content. Like I said, endless possibilities on what could occur here. Furthermore, he did say that right after the release of Bloody Ties, they're going to be strengthening the online aspects of the game, and there will be a major focus on what's happening with the interactions between players in the future. That was the answer that he gave to someone who asked about a PvP or tag game mode. And honestly, I personally do think we will see some sort of PvP or tag mode coming. Most likely not this year, maybe next year. Who knows? If someone is able to mod it in early, we can go and give it a whirl then. But as he said, online is going to be a focus. It may even get an overhaul, but rest be assured that there will be more options for online play. It is a game built for online co-op after all. And lastly, to finish all of this off, Techland GG will soon be getting quests added in for Dying Light 2. And that wraps it up. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Do you like what you hear? Let me know. And if you want to go ahead and see more content from me, click on these videos right here. See you later. Bye-bye.